A maximum of 2 digits can be used for numbering figures. The same standards apply to the list of tables. Whichever numbering style you choose for the list of illustrations, use the same style for the list of tables. It is not necessary to include figures or tables that appear in the appendix in the list of figures or list of tables, but you may include them if you wish. All of your figures must be centered on the page with the figure title centered under the figure. You may designate figure parts with letters if your figure has multiple pieces. All the figure parts must fit on a single page with the title underneath. Figures cannot span multiple pages. If all the parts will not fit on a page, break the figure into several separate figures or shrink all the parts to fit on the same page. Figures must fit within the same page margins as the text. Here is how you would format a multi-part figure in your text. You can see there are parts A and B designated under the figure pieces, and the title includes the designator letter and the description. If you have figures in your document that require a long explanation, but don't want to include all of it in the list of illustrations, you may format the figure like this. Notice there's just a short title beneath the figure, and under that a single spaced paragraph giving more information about the figure. Only the short title should appear in the list of illustrations. For the list of tables, you can also use just one number, or you can use the 2-digit system. The numbering system must be the same as what you use for the list of figures. In your text, all tables must be centered on the page, with the table title centered above the table, as shown here. When a table continues from one page to another, the continued portion must be properly labeled. On the page where the table continues, it should say Table X Continued at the left margin of the page, as pictured below. Notice that the title is not repeated. Leading periods are the dots between the title in the front matter sections and the page number. They must begin after the last letter of the last word and end before the page number. There should be no gaps between the title and the leading periods. Titles in the front matter and text must match exactly. The only exception to this rule would be that you do not need to include any reference citations in the front matter. Epigraphs are quotes some students use at the beginning of the chapter. They are not part of the main chapter contents. Here are 2 examples of properly formatted epigraphs. Notice how they are right justified with the citation on its own line. Finally, let's talk about the reference section. You should work with your advisor to choose a style that you both agree on and that complies with graduate school standards. You may choose to simply number your references, put them in alphabetical order, list them in the order they appear in your document, or use a particular style such as Chicago or MLA. The only reference style that is not permitted is putting references at the end of each chapter. All references must appear at the end of your document in a single reference section. The use of supplemental files allows students to include large items with their document that do not fit on a standard size page or that are media files of some kind. You may create supplemental files on your ETD account. When a person pulls up your document online, they will be able to also pull up the information in your supplemental file. Here's how you can list supplemental file material in your front matter if you need to do so. Here are some pointers to keep in mind when writing your document. Please read over this information now. The graduate school developed templates for your use. There are several parts to the template pages. You should choose the template that is right for you. Part L is for the MS Office templates. Click on the template style you want and copy the text into a new document. Save this on your computer and type over the template text with your own words. If you have already begun your document, you can use the template as a reference. For LaTeX, follow the appropriate prompts. Please note that the graduate school does not offer technical support for the LaTeX template. This template was put up as a courtesy to students and staff who want to and know how to use LaTeX. Additional formatting help can be found on the Manual of Style in Part I. The Manual of Style contains detailed information on many aspects of the thesis and dissertation process. Part I contains basic stylistic requirements for the thesis and dissertation documents. To submit your document electronically for a mechanical check, simply log on to the ETD website at www.etdadmin.com/UTA and set up your free account. You can submit your document through the site. Only PDFs can be submitted. The site offers 5 conversions for each student. If you have another method to convert your document to PDF, feel free to use it. If you need more than 5 conversions, contact ProQuest via the support and training page on the ETD site. You will receive a notice via email when your document is successfully submitted. The graduate school will also receive a message and therefore know to check your document. Please do not email the graduate school letting us know you submitted. The ETD site notifies us of a submission. If you do not get a confirmation message when you submit, then your document was not properly submitted and you'll need to try again. The graduate school staff will check your document and email you a list of any changes that need to be made. Once there are no more changes needed, you will receive an email letting you know that your document was accepted. At the end of the semester, all accepted documents will be uploaded to UMI and to the UTA library. If for any reason you do not want your document submitted at the end of the term, your supervising professor must email us at graduate.graduation@uta.edu and let us know to hold the document. The document can be held for a maximum of 2 years. Some students who are doing cutting-edge research or applying for a patent choose to have their document held. Please note that it takes several months for a document to be available online, so if you just want to hold your document for 1 semester, there's no need for a memo. All UTA thesis and dissertation documents are made available online through ProQuest and the UTA library. This is a non-exclusive publishing agreement, which means you may publish your document or any portions of it with any other publisher you choose. Students who want personal copies of their document may obtain them through the UTA library or through the UMI website. You may also take a printout of your document to Bindery Services, or you may order online through the UMI site. When your document is accepted as complete, the email you receive will tell you it is time to submit the final paperwork. You may submit this paperwork to the graduate school at that time. The checklist to submit at the end of the semester looks like this. The picture below shows what the data sheet looks like. The information on it is used for cataloging by the UTA library. This is the intellectual property statement form. It basically states that you certify that your document is your own work and not a copy of someone else's research information. PhD students must also submit the Survey of Earned Doctorates. Fill out as much of the document as you are comfortable completing. At the end of the semester, these forms are sent via overnight FedEx to the national organization that compiles this information for schools across the United States. The survey can now also be completed online. Go to the web address listed here to submit the form via the website. It is not necessary to inform the graduate school that you submitted online, but if you wish to include a copy of the email or certificate that you will receive upon completion with your other final paperwork, you may do so. The final forms can be submitted to the graduate school either in person, via fax, or via email. We very much prefer that you submit your documents via email at graduate.graduation@uta.edu. Please note that the graduate school does not coordinate the graduation ceremonies. All ceremony information should be obtained from the dean's office of your department. Also, no diplomas are distributed at the ceremonies. Diplomas for students who meet degree requirements will be distributed by the graduate school approximately 6 weeks after the official UTA date of graduation for the semester. If you have any questions about information in this seminar, about graduation, or about a thesis or dissertation, please email us at graduate.graduation@uta.edu. Thank you.